also be covering live on Tvucc, our YouTube channel. So stick and stay with us. Today promises to be an exciting one. Let's see what Grasag aspirants also have for the graduate students.
I must inform you that the presidential candidate or the teams would be given 7 minutes for their presentation. The rest would be given 5 minutes each for their presentation. And of course, we shall start from the Grasag Financial Secretary. We'll move on to Grasag Women's Commissioner, then to Grasag General Secretary. We come to Grasag Treasurer, and then we move on to the presidential position, of which we have 3 teams contesting for this position. 0275 14 49 49 or 0595 743 866. You may want to chair your candidate up. 0275 14 49 49 or 0595 743 866. We're also live on YouTube, so you can search for Tvucc on YouTube. Tvucc on YouTube. And remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not done that yet. You share the content for the world to also get to know what we're doing. And of course, you tap on the notification icon so that you will always get alert on our update. But just before we start, let's take a listen to the anthem of the best university in Ghana. Of course, to our core, we shall forever rise. This is ATL FM 100.5. My name is Louise Bequin. Call me the PDF, and I wouldn't hesitate to shake hands with you. Time for us to listen to Samuel Kwame Otu. He is contesting on the post for the position of Grasag Financial Secretary. And when I say Grasag, I'm talking about Graduate Students Association of University of Cape Coast. With a teaser, Sam Success. Good evening.
Good evening, PDF.
Samuel, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. You?
I'm also fine. Thanks for asking. You have 5 minutes to talk to the university community. You ready?
Sure.
Great. Your time starts now.
Thank you, the university community, leadership of Grasag Council, Executive Council, Senate leaders, Judiciary Board, fellow aspirants and graduate students. This is the Ucc Manifesto from Samuel Kwame Otu. I am honored to present my candidacy for the position of a Financial Secretary of the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, UCC. With my experience serving Grasag at various levels, national and other locals, as president and committee member, and with deep commitment to financial integrity and transparency and the inclusive growth of our beloved association, I seek to serve with all my abilities, my time, and my intellect to help grow our association. I present 5 basic policy statements for our beloved graduate students to consider and to also serve as checks and balance for my candidacy. First, looking at the transparency and accountability, I seek to establish a clear and comprehensive financial reporting mechanisms as already is in process. By doing so, I seek to implement the checks and balances and that comes with periodic presentations of budgets and accounts at the appropriate meetings, Senate, and all meetings required. Secondly, I seek to ensure an efficient budgeting and allocation process. By this, we would want to join hands with the next executive team to also prioritize our activities and projects by ensuring the first things first policy. Again, we look at much financial literacy and inclusion, looking at the numerical strength of graduate students. We want to expand their knowledge on finance, investment, and other financial decisions. We'll do so by organizing programs, webinars, and other seminars to enlighten all students. Also, we look at resource mobilization and funding, other source of funding, sponsorship for all corporate visions and activities of the association. And finally, we look at strict monitoring and evaluation of all planned activities and also ensuring effective financial management practices. I believe that by addressing these key policy objectives, I aim to strengthen Grasag's financial foundation and empower our graduate students community to achieve its full potential. I humbly ask for your support and trust in this endeavor. Once again, my name is Samuel Kwame Otu. Thank you very much.
We are also grateful Samuel Kwame Otu with the teaser Some Success, contesting for the position of Grasag Financial Secretary. I must inform you that he is contesting on the post. Thank you very much. And we'll move on to the position of Grasag Remains Commissioner. This one, we also have one person, Augustina Tambele, with Miss Tina. She is also contesting on the post. While she gets ready to present to us, let's take a breather.
trendybeats.com
I'm sorry. How are you two?
Great.
Okay.
I'm also fine. Let's be a bit romantic. You know what I'm talking about.
All right, sure.
Great.
Yes, sure.
You have 5 minutes to talk to the university community, especially to members of your association.
Right.
You ready?
Yes, please.
Great. Your time starts now.
Okay, thank you. Manifesto delivered by Ms. Augustina Tambile, aspirant for the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, UCC, Women's Commissioner for the 2024-2025 academic year. Please permit me to stand on the already established protocols to deliver my manifesto. My name is Augustina Tambile, a level 800 MPhil clinical health psychology student, and I'm here to deliver my manifesto as an aspirant for the Grasag UCC Women's Commissioner for the next academic year. My vision is to create a supportive graduate community for all members to thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. I will prioritize inclusivity and address some of the needs of our members with a specific focus on promoting the welfare of graduate women. To do this, Chair, kindly permit me to project my policies to the university. First, women's health. The health and well-being of women, particularly graduate women, are crucial for our collective success. As a result of the numerous responsibilities that come with graduate studies, some women tend to pay less attention to their health. In view of this, we shall organize seminars in collaboration with the University Hospital, SLC, and UCC Ladies Association to empower women with knowledge on physical health and other related issues. Additionally, we shall provide regular breast and cervical cancer screening, provide education on contraceptive use, and support for managing relationship, marital, and occupational stress to enhance our mental well-being. Prostate cancer screening and awareness will also be available for the men, ensuring a comprehensive health coverage for all members. 2. Research. Research forms an integral part of our academic pursuits as postgraduate students. Hence, research initiative will focus on enhancing women's research skills in the advancement in higher education. To do this, we shall organize online departmental-based pre-proposal defense sessions in order to provide help for members to obtain valuable feedback from alumni and experienced research fellows. We shall also collaborate with the industries to obtain current and relevant research areas for members to ensure that our research efforts align with the real-world needs, while increasing the potential for practical application of our work. Together with the library session, we shall also organize workshops on reference management tools and seminars on AI applications in research to aid in the generation of relevant information to fast-track our research work. 3. Entrepreneurship. Chair, again, entrepreneurship is a spark that ignites innovations, fuels economic growth, and transforms ideas into reality. I deem it prudent that the graduate woman learns a skill to buffer her certificate in response to the changing trends of job market. In view of this, we shall organize some skill training sessions in the interest of members, coupled with seminars on business management, marketing, branding, and financial planning in collaboration with SLC, SESED UCC, DHAB UCC, and Comfort Association, Cape Coast Kia District. Proceeds from the sale of products will be reinvested for sustainability. This initiative will serve as a launchpad for interested persons to start their own businesses and run for financial independence. Finally, give back. Because we are empowered to empower, I believe that true success involves uplifting people in the community. We shall organize educational outreach programs in and around Cape Coast and establish UCC programs to support people with disabilities. A mentorship program will also be provided to help people who are in need of support through Grasag. Finally, in partnership with SEGRAD UCC, we will address social issues through open forum discussions on sexual harassment broadcasted on ATL FM and other media channels to raise concerns about the ongoing issues on campus. To conclude, the Women's Hub Manifesto aims to empower Grasag UCC women through the above policies. These initiatives are designed to equip members for graduate studies and beyond, fostering personal and professional growth, and building a strong, inclusive community that showcases the power and potential of Grasag women. A vote for Ms. Tina is a vote for empowerment. Vote yes. Together we rise. Long live UCC. Long live Grasag. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Augustina Tambele, with the teaser, Ms. Tina, contestant for the position of Grasag Women's Commissioner. Of course, she is also contesting on the post. Moving on to the next is the Grasag Organizing Secretary, and with this we have Maxwell Edu Yeboah also contesting on the post. But just before he reads to us, let me pick a couple of your messages from our YouTube channel. Realistic and feasible policies. This one is coming from Sani Robert 1, Tim Ipin, and then Sani comes in to say Ogedi all the way. The right pair of hands for the job is Team Ogedi. Ready to present to us is Maxwell Edu Yeboah with a teaser, Sir Max, contesting on the post for the position of Grasag Organizing Secretary. Good evening, Maxwell.
Good evening, PDF.
How are you doing?
I'm good by grace. How about you?
I'm also fine. Thanks for asking. The university community is listening to you. Within 5 minutes, why should the graduate student vote for you to be the Grasag Organizing Secretary? Your time starts now.
Thank you very much, PDF. I also like you to permit me to stand on the already existing protocols. A manifesto by Maxwell Edu Yeboah as aspirant for the office of the Organizing Secretary for the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, UCC chapter. Philippians chapter number 2, verse 3 to 4. Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourself. Let each of you look not only to his own interest, but also to the interests of others. As an aspiring organizing secretary for Grasag UCC, I, Maxwell Edu Yeboah, Sir Max, present this comprehensive manifesto to the graduate student community. My vision is to create a vibrant and inclusive Grasag UCC that empowers, supports, and represent the diverse needs of all students through the following policies. 1. Collaboration and networking. I will spearhead the creation of policies that encourage partnerships, joint ventures, and resource sharing with other student organizations, academic departments, and external stakeholders. By fostering these collaborative efforts, we will enhance the overall student experience and leverage our collective resource to create meaningful impact. Second, prioritizing the skills development. Prioritizing the acquisition of practical skills and professional development. I will organize workshops, seminars, and training sections to help graduate students enhance their abilities in research, leadership, communication, and other relevant areas. This investment in skills development will empower our members and better prepare them for their future endeavors. Third, advocacy and representation. As your organizing secretary, I will advocate for the rights and welfare of graduate students. I will establish a policy that ensures your concerns and needs are effectively communicated to the relevant university authorities, whilst also representing your interests in decision-making process within the university. The fourth one, communication and transparency. Recognizing the importance of effective communication and transparency, I will develop policies that strengthens the channels between Grasag UCC and its members. This will promote timely dissemination of information and ensure that decision-making processes are transparent and inclusive. The fifth one, alumni engagement. I'll foster strong connection between Grasag UCC and its alumni, establishing programs and activities that encourage their involvement in mentoring, networking, and career development opportunities for current graduate students. By tapping into the experiences and expertise of our alumni, we can create valuable pathway for personal and professional growth. The seat 1, it's sports, health and wellness. Acknowledging the significance of physical and mental well-being, I will prioritize the implementation of policies that support access to health services, stress management programs, and wellness activities for graduate students. Additionally, I will develop a comprehensive sports policy that promotes physical activities, teamwork, and healthy competition among our members. Through the realization of these policy objectives, I am confident that we can build a Grasag UCC that is vibrant, inclusive, and empowering for all graduate students. I humbly ask for your trust and support to make this vision a reality. Together, let's make Grasag UCC to a new height and create a community that truly reflects the aspirations and well-being of every graduate student. Vote yes for Sir Max to be your next Grasag UCC Organizing Secretary. Thank you very much.
And of course, we cannot be less appreciative for making time to join us here. Adu Yabua with the teaser Sir Max on the post, contesting on the post for the position of Grasag Organizing Secretary. We are moving on to the Grasag General Secretary, and with this one, she is also contesting on the post. Miss Nina Grant with the teaser. Miss Nina, maybe you would want to be part of the conversation. What we doing here? 0275 1449 49 or 0595 7438 66. 0275 1449 49 or 0595 7438 66. You can equally catch us live on YouTube. Search for TV UCC on YouTube. Remember to subscribe to the channel, hit on the notification icon so that you will always get a latest update, and share our content for the world to get to know what we are doing on the land of University of Cape Coast.
Manifesto by Ms. Grant for the position of Grasag General Secretary. Fellow graduate student, permit me to stand on the already existing protocols to make my policies known to you on how I intend to contribute my quota in shaping our noble association Grasag UCC to the one we desire. My name is Nina Grant, a level 800 Master of Commerce student, majoring in Human Resource Management. I am honored to present my vision for our association as a candidate for the position of Grasag General Secretary with a teaser, Ms. Grant. I aim to implement policies that enhance student engagement, foster academic development, and ensure transparent communication within our vibrant association. I believe that together we can build a more active, informed, and cohesive student body. Colleague student, when I am given the mandate to serve in the capacity of the General Secretary, I will enhance technological integration through digital record keeping, where I will implement an online system for storing archives to facilitate easy access and management of documents. I intend to improve feedback system by developing an anonymous digital platform for students to share suggestions on matters that affect our association and report issues directly to the Executive Council. I believe this will enhance student experience. I will also improve professional development and student engagement through organizing webinars on writing skills, where students will have the opportunity to partake in workshops on soft skills, technical skills, and career development to empower our academic work. I will also organize an online research and innovation hub within Grasag to support grant application and opportunities for academic publications. I believe that workshops on grant writing and academic publishing will help enrich our student pursuit and academic pursuit. Again, I will enhance communication strategies through issuing of a monthly electronic newsletter. Thus, I believe, would keep students updated on Grasag activities, upcoming events, and important announcements. I will also enhance the association's presence on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for interaction and interactive engagement. To conclude, I believe that by implementing these strategies, I am committed to enhancing student engagement, supporting academic development, and fostering effective communication within the association. Your support in electing me as the General Secretary will enable us to achieve these goals and create a stronger, more connected student community. Together, let's elevate our experience, amplify our voices, and enrich our academic journey as postgraduate students. Vote yes for Miss Grant. A vote for Miss Grant is a vote to document student interest. Thank you for trusting in me and in my vision for Grasag UCC.
Thank you very much. Her name is Nina Grant, with a teaser, Miss Nina, for the position of Grasag General Secretary. And of course, she is also contesting unopposed. We are moving on to the position of Grasag Treasurer. With this, we have two candidate contesting. Emmanuel Akwesi Ejay with a teaser. Ike is number 1 on the ballot. And of course, we are going to do the presentation according to the appearance on the ballot. So he will be the first to present. While he gets prepared to give us his manifesto, let's take a listen to the Enjoyment Man. Akwesi Ejay with a teaser. Ike, number 1 on the ballot, contestant for the position of Grasag Treasurer. Good evening, Emmanuel.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Please, I'm good by grace, Eddie.
I'm also fine. Thanks for asking. Within 5 minutes, you were expected to convince your members to vote for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Great, your time starts now.
Okay. Grasag UCC members, cherished listeners, good evening. Picture a future where financial worries no longer cast a shadow over our academic pursuits. Imagine a Grasag UCC where every ambitious project finds the funding it deserves, where every member feels financially empowered, and where our association stands as a beacon of fiscal responsibilities and innovation. This isn't just a dream. It is a vision that steers my soul and drives my every intention as I, Emmanuel Akwesi Ejeyi, a level 800 MPhil measurements and evaluation student, the treasurer for the Tvucc Hall for the 2020-2021 academic year, and the treasurer for UCC SRC for 2021-2022 academic year. Step forward to seek your trust and support as your next UCC Grasag treasurer. My journey to this moment has been paved with experience that have shaped my understanding of our collective aspiration and challenges. I've walked the same corridors, faced the same financial pressure, and dreamt the same dreams as you. And it is from this shared experience that my passion for transforming our financial landscape was born. Today, I stand before you not just as a candidate, but as a fellow dreamer, a problem solver, and a dedicated steward of our shared resources. The role of treasurer is not just balancing book. It's about crafting a financial strategy that breathes life into our boldest ambition and safeguard our future. With every fiber of my being, I believe in the potential of Grasag UCC. I see a future where our financial strength matches our academic excellence, where every city is a seed planted for our collective growth, and where financial literacy becomes our shared language of empowerment. As I unfold my vision in this document, termed the Adumiti Policy Document, I invite you to join me on this thrilling journey. Together, we can turn the pages of Grasag UCC financial story, writing a new chapter of prosperity, transparency, and innovation. Let's embark on this transformative journey together. Your vote for Emmanuel Akwesi Ejeyi is not just a choice. It is a statement of belief in a brighter and more financially secure future for us. Dear listeners, one of the flagship projects I've had on my heart is the Grasag Market. This initiative aims to provide essential food support to our members by leveraging strategic sponsorship and dedicated function. We will forge partnership with companies in the food industry, also negotiate favorable terms to ensure cost-effective procurement of food items. That is where these food items will be sold at a very subsidized price to our association members. This project, I believe, will not only address our immediate needs, but also demonstrate Grasag commitment to community welfare and corporate social responsibilities. Also, understanding the importance of financial literacy in today's world, I plan to organize regular financial literacy forums by partnering with reputable NGOs in the finance sectors, university finance departments, and Deep Hub to hold financial and educational events to cover topics such as funds management, financial planning, investment strategies, and education on scholarship seeking and requirements. We are going to utilize a hybrid format, that's in-person and online meetings, to maximize accessibility and participation in order to accommodate student diverse schedules and preferences. Also, comprehensive resource hub including ebooks, articles, and videos on these forums will be made available on the website that will be created purposefully for these forums. This forum, I believe, will empower members with the knowledge and skill needed for informed financial decision, both within Grasag and in their personal lives. Again, recognizing the need of external support, I plan on significantly boost our sponsorship acquisition efforts. In collaboration with the External Affairs Committee, we will identify and engage potential sponsors from corporations, NGOs, and government agencies. By developing a comprehensive sponsorship proposals that highlight mutual benefits and align with sponsors' CSR goals, we aim to secure sustainable financial partnership that will fuel our initiative and support our members. At the core of my financial strategy is a commitment of prudent management of our resources. I propose implementing a structured allocation of funds that prioritizes essential spending, strategic investment, and maintain prudent reserves. This approach ensures that the association meets its current needs while also planning for future growth and unforeseen circumstances. I pledge to review and update our financial strategies, ensure they remain or align with Grasag UCC evolving goals and objectives
in an ever-changing economic landscape. To reduce the dependence on external funding, I propose a robust strategy to increase internally generated funds. That is where we are going to publicly publicize the souvenirs of Grasag UCC to members, and also to optimize the rental of Grasag-owned assets. In a nutshell, Emmanuel Kwesi stands before you committed to the financial health and growth of Grasag UCC. With your support, I believe we can build a stronger and more financially stable association that effectively serves its members and contribute positively to our academic community. I humbly ask for your vote and opportunity to serve you as a treasurer. Kindly vote Ike Emmanuel Kwesi, number 1 on the ballot screen, as your next UCC Grasag UCC treasurer. Together, let's secure a prosperous future for Grasag UCC. Ike, number 1 on the ballot screen for Grasag UCC treasurer. Thank you.
We are also grateful, Ike. Thank you for making time to join us here.
Thank you too.
Contestant for the position of Grasag treasurer, number 1 on the ballot. His name is Emmanuel Kwesi Ejei with a teaser, Ike. Next to present, that is number 2 on the ballot, is Samuel Anim Kwatin with a teaser, Konsa, number 2 on the ballot. I pick some of the messages while he gets prepared to present his manifesto to us. Bright Boatin comes in to say that EP to the whole world, right? And then Sunny Mace Grant of the way. Bright Boatin continues to say, today the whole world would hear a more realistic and deep thinking policies. Experience, not experiment. Vote number 1. We are all involved. And then 3, okay, Sunny says hashtag 3, Team Ogidi. And then Yahuza comes in to say, good evening, you people have commendable policies, but their implementation raises questions. It is concerning when student leaders make promises that cannot be fulfilled within a 5 years time frame. Thank you for writing to us. He is ready. Good evening, Samuel.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
I am doing well by God's grace, and you?
I'm also fine. Thanks for asking. He is Samuel Anim Kwatin with a teaser, Konsa, and number 2 on the ballot, contestant for the position of Grasag treasurer. You ready to talk to the university community?
Yes,
within
please.
5 minutes, right?
Yes, please.
Great. Your time starts now.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening to fellow postgraduates and cherished listeners. This is the manifesto delivered by Samuel Anim Kwatin for the position of Grasag treasurer for the 2024-2025 academic year. David Birch once said, and I quote, "What determines your worth is not how much you put, but how much you keep. That makes you very successful," unquote. This makes it very expedient that we having financial intelligence is key. I am by the name Samuel Anim Kwatin with a teaser Konsa, first year PhD economics student with special interest in financial economics, and I present myself to be endorsed as the next Grasag treasurer and not number 2 on the ballot screen. I hold a great vision for the association, a vision to position Grasag UCC in a status that is financially sound, and to do this is by executing my financial prudent policies. My first policy look at Grasag Scholarship Fund. One of the pressing issues of most graduate students is financial constraints, especially with respect to payment of fees and research costs. And it is very evident in almost every year that a significant number of graduate students are unable to settle their fees, hence face challenges in registering and pursuing the programs of their choice. It therefore becomes very important that a scholarship fund be created to help subsidize their fees in order to reduce their financial burdens. Therefore, an alumni crowdfund will be created for the association with a core aim of providing scholarships and financial support for the members of Grasag UCC, and there will be a very strong reconnection with alumni to solicit funds to assist members. This fund will be able to help members to reduce their financial burdens. Again, a proper negotiation will be done by the managers of the bank and other institutions to secure financial support for the members. As part of their corporate social responsibility, these organizations will factor scholarship in their budget based on our lobbying. Some of the graduate students will also have their internships with these institutions and provide a mutual benefit for Grasag UCC and the supporting institution. And the next policy that I would like to also look at is the general subscription and article publication. Graduate students are research inclined students, and hence they need relevant articles and research works. In their research work, most instantly, there are so many articles that they are not able to download just because of their subscription fee. It becomes very expedient that we do annual institutional subscription for article and publication for all graduate students. This will enable the access of all relevant articles needed for their research work without any limitations in their downloading. And all graduate students will be able to access this with their institutional logins. Again, we also securing sponsorship for Grasag UCC projects and programs. We identify potential sponsors and establish partnership. Rightly connects graduate students to appropriate industries that they also operate in their field of study. We develop convincing sponsorship proposals, actively seek financial support for external organizations and individuals. We also establish a nature positive relationship with sponsors, acknowledging and appreciating their valuable contribution. Once again, we also increase the internal generated funds, that is the IGF. We develop strategies to enhance revenue generation within Grasag UCC, promote initiatives and increase the patronage of Grasag events. We also forge strategic partnership with external organizations to diversify revenue streams and generate additional financial support for Grasag UCC. My last policy seeks to look at the Grasag financial symposiums, financial education and investment forums for graduate students will be done to enlighten them on financial discipline and financial prudence. We also invite experts in businesses and in entrepreneurship to provide practical knowledge and how to effectively and efficiently execute business and entrepreneurial ideas. We will organize a forum on money management, financial planning, and investment opportunities to empower members with knowledge and skills to be informed or to make informed financial decisions. Fellow postgraduates, it is for a fact that the office of the treasurer is critical and sensitive, and it needs someone with high integrity, trustworthiness, hardworking, dedicated, and very proficient to occupy that. I have served as the treasurer of the UIC Youth Ministry for 2 years. I've been the district financial secretary for Konongo District Presby. I've been the financial member for the Asante Achim Presbytery, and also been part of the financial committee of Grasag UCC, member of the audit committee for the Presbytery, and I've also worked as an auditor for the Konongo Odumasi Senior High School Credit Union, and also worked at the bank assisting the investment officer.
Samuel Anim Kwaten with the teaser concern number 2. I'm sorry, your time is up. He is contesting for the position of Grasag Treasurer, number 2 on the ballot. And away from that, we move on to the Grasag President position, that is a presidential position. And with this, we have 3 candidates or teams contesting for this position. First to present is Team Ipin, made of Robert Ipin Nakob and Felicia Adams, number 1 on the ballot. Let me pick some of your messages before they join us here. Yahuza says, good evening. Okay, I've picked this one. Bismarck Yaofori on YouTube is writing to us, says, Team Darlington surveys in the interest of graduate students of University of Cape Coast, the best team to serve Grasag UCC. And some view 8 solutions. Something achieved watching live from ATL Hall. You want to see Atlantic Hall, right? The presenter is actually doing a great job. Oh, it's Samson. Thank you so much. You also too much for staying with us. I remember yesterday you were with us. Thank you. We do appreciate your time. Many thanks for making us number 1 this evening. While Team Ipin gets prepared, I want us to have a feel of the enjoyment man. The enjoyment minister.
Flames are the beats.
Minister.
By students of the Graduate Student Association of University of Cape Coast, or members of the association who want to take leadership positions for the 2023-2024 academic year. And we currently on the Grasag presidential position, and first on the ballot to present is Team Ipin. Team Ipin is made of Robert Ipin, Nakob, and Felicia Adams. They have joined us here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, PDF.
Ladies first. Felicia, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Oh, I begin to lower my tone when I hear the voice of a lady saying yourself. Feli, I'm well. Thanks for asking.
Good to hear that.
Yes. Robert, you good?
Yes, I am. How are you too?
For this, I have to raise my voice.
Yes.
I'm well.
Great.
So we're giving you 7 minutes to talk to your members. You ready?
Oh, yes.
Right, your time starts now.
Thank you so much. Dear colleagues, students, and the general public, colleague aspirant, good evening. This is a manifesto by Team Ipin titled The Reform Manifesto. Dear colleagues, we are Team Ipin, presented by
Robert Ipin Nankop, PhD Business Administration and specialty in Public Policy and Management.
And Felicia Adams, and for guidance and counseling, vying for Grasag UCC presidency for the 2024-2025 academic year. Dear colleagues, we are excited about the support you are offering us during this electioneering period. In recognizing the urgent need to reform the association, our administration will pursue policies around the following thematic areas. 1. Facilitating timely completion of programs, research support services, welfare, entrepreneurship and business promotion, graduate in assistantship, laptop project, and Grasag Connect.
Dear colleagues, we want to say to you that on facilitating timely completion of programs, our team has taken keen notice of the historic trends in delays in our 2-year, 3-year PhD and master's program respectively. These issues are too daring to us and affect our employment prospects. So as a team, we have put together a policy framework that will address these historic delays in our completion of programs. What we want to do is to initiate an academic calendar policy. We have noticed that the calendar is always skewed to the undergraduate, especially postgraduate students in their continuing years. You are left to your own. You don't have anyone monitoring how progress of work is going. So with an academic calendar from the University and School of Graduate Studies, there will be deliberate attempt to check how postgraduate students are writing their thesis, and that will ease the burden. We also increase one link on the student portal that will manage supervisor-student relationship in ensuring that there is a monitoring system that checks from the program coordinator how relationship between the supervisor and the student is being managed. When there is a delay, then there is someone to confirm whether or not the student deserves to pay penalty at the end of the day when you are supposed to submit your thesis. We also want to tackle issues of Arabic, and we are saying that when we have a good academic calendar, Arabic will automatically be roped in by ensuring that they work within the period in which they are given by the academic calendar to ensure that everyone have their protocols to go and collect data.
We want to also plead and lobby for a 6-month grace period when the thesis submission deadline is over. You know, there are certain times that through no fault of the students, there will be a delay. So if there is this policy advocated strongly by our team, if at the end of the day the student is not able to meet the submission deadline within the 2 year, you are exempted from paying penalty. Ladies and gentlemen, we also want to have a policy on research, and this we want to launch an academy of anatomy of academic writing. We want to coach students on how to write and how to choose topics and how to do data analysis. We want to also coach students on how to publish. And now the university has a policy on article base and PDF. I can tell you that, ladies and gentlemen in Grasag community, over the past 3 years, I've made over 10 publications, which I want to use that experience as a team and for Grasag to support postgraduate students. So I will continue. My able vice incoming, Felicia, will continue from the welfare policy.
Yes, we also have a motoso policy, and that is the welfare policy. Dear colleagues, it is sad to admit that over the years, new entrants who cannot afford full fees are made to pay 70% of initial deposit under the draconian requirement of first coming to campus to write to Directorate of Finance through HODs, get approval before they are allowed to pay and enroll. We will advocate for 50% automatic enrollment to ease the stress of seeking approval while at home and the huge amount needed for TNT to come to campus for that purpose. Again, we also reserve accommodation for continuous students to collaborate with Tvucc Trust Hall, Alumni Hall, and other traditional halls to reserve some rooms to accommodate continuous students who visit campus to see their supervisors or progress report or some emergencies. Also, we have outdooring benefits under the welfare policy. As part of our welfare policy, we will include naming ceremonies, so our women who conceive during the course of their studies can also be celebrated at labor. We also want to make a step to collaborate with Sam Jonah Library to resource and repair laptops, internet facilities, and provide water at Research Commons. We also have a policy on graduate assistantship project. Several facilities that could enhance the campus experiences for postgraduates on campus are underutilized. We will initiate advocacies to increase the number of graduate assistantship in each department. Continuous students will have the chance to be engaged as graduate assistant to spark some intrinsic and financial motivations during their thesis and dissertation period. We expect that this initiation will promote the learning and research experiences of postgraduates.
Okay, so dear students, we also have a policy of entrepreneurship and business promotion. What we want to do is to launch a Grasag Cloth Challenge for postgraduate students who are good at designs, and the best will be selected, go to GA, and at the end of the day the person is awarded, and that will promote motivation. We will also want to initiate the canopy chair project that will generate revenue for the association. We also want to initiate the Grasag delivery project. Grasag delivery means that we want to revive the Grasag website. Then we increase the page for Grasag delivery. For sharing of souvenirs, postgraduate students will not go and queue and take souvenirs. They will just indicate on that page, and we will be giving your souvenirs at your comfort home. So dear colleagues, for me, I think that leadership is about experience and someone who has gone through the various chains in UCC. I have served as a right bench leader of the graduate UCC Senate, and I've also currently the Constitution and Review Chair. I'm also currently the Deputy Research Director of Grasag National, and with this, I think that when we're given the nod, we will leverage on this experience to make Grasag UCC great.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
People, you just heard from Robert Ipin Nakob and Felicia Adams. Together, they form Team Ipin #1 on the ballot, contestant for the position of Grasag presidency. Remember that you can be part of our 0275 14 49 49, 0275 14 49 49, or 0595743866. You can reach out to us via SMS or via WhatsApp. And of course, you can also catch us live on YouTube. Search for TV UCC on YouTube. TV UCC on YouTube. Remember to always tap on the notification icon so that you would always get alert on our update, and share the content. Share this content. There's someone interested in this. Share it for the world to also get to know what we are doing. It is the manifesto reading by students, graduate students who want to be leaders among the graduate students of the University of Cape Coast. That is the Graduate Student Association of Ghana, UCC chapter. And this is the presidential position. Next to present is Team Darlington. And this is made up of Darlington Obin and Lily Akweli Tete. We want to take a breather. When we return, we'll be listening to them. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. TLFM 100.5, ready to present to us is Team Darlington, number 2 on the ballot, contestant for the position of Grasag presidency. And this is made of Darlington Obin and Lily Akweli Tete. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, Mr. PDF.
Yeah, I should start from the lady, right? Lily, how are you doing?
I'm good. You?
I'm also fine. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
I like that laughter. Darlington.
The PDF.
Darling. So ladies call you darling, huh?
Yes.
Only the ladies call you darling.
Oh, some of the gentlemen too.
Also call you
yes.
Darling. Anyway, he's Darlington Obin. How are you doing?
Doing very great. Yourself?
I'm also fine. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Within 7 minutes, you're going to convince your members to vote for you. You ready?
Yes, please.
Your time starts now.
Thank you very much. A very good evening to you all. Kindly permit me to write on the already existing protocols. A manifesto to be delivered by Team Darlington, made up of Darlington Obin Measurement and Evaluation and
Lily Akweli Tete, MCOM Procurement and Supply Chain Management.
Are realistic policies that are achievable within the next 8 months. Begins with the Grasag Research Fund. What Team Darlington seeks to do is that most graduate students do not even know about the existence of the Samuel and Emilia Butler Research Fund, and for that matter do not even know how to apply for it. So we are going to contribute a quota in the form of increasing what Grasag contributes to the fund, as well as organize seminars to educate graduate students on how to apply for the fund. Secondly, we are going to also have a Grasag organizational connect. This seeks to connect our graduate students to various non-governmental organizations as well as governmental organizations to know their research interest, so that at least when you are conducting your research, you know they are going to solve a societal problem. It is high time we conducted research to meet the interest of our institutions.
Third, we are going to advocate for the payment of outstanding bursaries. Over the past 2 years, it's very sad that the leverage that the government provides for graduate students to embark on their research is not coming. The current administration has done their best to advocate for the first tranche to be paid. Team Darlington seeks to add our voice to the payment of the rest of the bursaries from the government. There is another gap in the School of Graduate Studies, that is delay in completion of thesis, which leads to a delay in completion rate. We have identified that a chunk of the delay comes from the Institutional Review Board of the university, that is the IRB, that gives ethical clearance to students to embark on their research. We seek to strongly advocate for the decentralization of the Institutional Review Board so that the pressure on the centralized form will be reduced. We also seek to embark on seminars to educate postgraduate students on the processes of applying for ethical clearance from the IRB. I also want to talk about improving upon our library facilities. For example, when you visit the Samjona Library at the basement, it has been closed for over 1 year. Team Darlington seeks to bring up a complete renovation to the place so that at least it will complement the already existing research commons, while we also extend Wi-Fi services to the SJS research commons as well as the library. In publicity, we seek to establish a Grasag website that will have every information pertaining to graduate studies on it. Hostel accommodation options, among the rest, will be hosted on the app, on the website, so that at least at the comfort of your home, you at a single tap on your phone, you'll be able to explore the various information and the hostel available options.
And touching on the issue of welfare, we noticed that the graduate student welfare issues are not usually prioritized, and hence their feeling of non-belonging to the association. Team Darlington is focused on bringing on board welfare packages that will prioritize the interests of the association, aside pursuing the constitutional roles and how to compensate members upon any issue, be it death or marriage or anything. Team Darlington would put in efforts to ensure that all whose benefits are due them are duly paid or given to them. We would also look at how we can lobby for more slots to be given graduate students at the Tvucc Trust Hall and the Alumni Hostel. These facilities primarily was meant for graduate students, but for whatever reasons, they mostly don't get the opportunity to stay there as expected. Team Darlington would ensure that all these issues are sorted. And with regards to some PhD students that usually come on campus and then have to stay just for 2 days or 3 and leave, but have to pay a lot for accommodation, Team Darlington would ensure that packages and arrangements are meant for them on rental basis, be it being in the school accommodation, that is the Tvucc Trust and Alumni, or the private hostel facilities, through lobbying for opportunities to be granted them, so they come and they pay for the number of days they want to stay, and that will be it. Issues on revenue generation. It is essential that we talk about money when it comes to the running of an administration. Team Darlington is looking at policies that will enhance our connection with the alumni, so that they bring in their quotas to increase our financial capacity to be able to run the administration as expected. Aside that, we are looking at building a graduate student shop, convenience shop, that would help the convenient needs of members, and we think that that will also be a good financial source for the association. These are just but a few of the policies that we have, but we cannot do it with your help. We cannot do it with your vote. We are entreating every single graduate student that our policies are the realistic, the most practical, the most, I can't emphasize it so much. Please vote Team Darlington come 3rd of July. Team Darlington, service in your interest. Team Darlington, faith to finish.
Thank you.
Darlington, Obin, and Lily Aquile Tete. Together, they form Team Darlington, number 2 on the ballot, contesting for the position of Grasag president. Let me pick some of the messages. Bismarck Yaufori, the perfect team combination for Grasag UCC is Darlington. And Lily vote number 2 for Team Darlington. Bright Boatin comes in to say graduate assistantship project and the lab project. These are the best for Graduate Student Association of University of Cape Coast. A vote for Team EPN is a vote for development for the Graduate Student of University of Cape Coast. Emmanuel Odum comes in to say service in the interest of Graduate Student Association of University of Cape Coast members. Team Darlington is the best. Bismarck Yaufori, Team Darlington's policy on increasing Graduate Student Association's contribution to the Grasag Research Fund in order to increase the number of beneficiaries to the fund is a good policy. Emmanuel Odum, hey Emma, how are you doing? You good? Great. Says great mind for Grasag, Bismarck Yaufori, to curb the issue of delay in completion of our studies. Team Darlington seeks to decentralize the IRB to the faculty level to expedite issues of IRB ethical clearance. Vote Team Darlington. Emmanuel Odum comes in again. Could this be the Emmanuel Odum I know in the United States of America? Mayor, are you the one behind this? Thank you for staying with us. Increasing thesis completion rate. This is interesting. Lily is very eloquent, a perfect pair for Grasag presidency. Vote Team Darlington for Grasag president. And then Team Darlington, number 2 on the ballot screen. Right. Ready to present to us. And of course, last to present for tonight, Gideon Kwanzaa and Resta Amwanima Sapon. Together, they form Team Ogidi, number 3 on the ballot, contesting for the position of Grasag presidency. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, PDF.
So you decided to allow him to say good evening before you come. Resta, how are you doing?
I'm awesome. Yourself?
I'm also fine. Thanks for asking. You've been preparing jollof rice?
Yes, please.
Have you been doing that?
Yes.
Just for the graduate students, or you do that for people who would want to visit you?
Who would want to visit me?
Oh, I'm coming. You're going to give me your telephone number or your room number?
I'll see you after.
Ogidi has been taking that, right? Gideon, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, PDF. What about you?
I'm also fine. Thanks for asking. Within 7 minutes, you're convincing your members to vote for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Your time starts now.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is... A very good evening to our colleague, postgraduate student, and all listeners. My name is Gideon Kwanzaa, reading PhD Accounting Education, and I'm here with...
I'm Wenima Sapon Resta. I'm reading MPhil Integrated Coastal Zone Management, a level 800 student.
So together we form Team Ogidi, and we are number 3 on the ballot screen. We as Team Ogidi, our vision is to build a Grasag that we all desire, and to attain this, we seek to pursue a mission that centers around some 5 thematic areas. The first one has to do with research and academics, welfare and security, sport and recreation, publicity and accountability, and revenue mobilization. And I will start with the research and academics. Our first course of action is to embark on the Better Lecture Theatre project. As postgraduate students, as part of our fees, we pay for repairs and maintenance. And what we as Team Ogidi intend to do is to collaborate with DPDM and the university management to renovate our existing lecture theatre, and then 2, lobby university management to earmark some of the new lecture theatre like NLT and SWLT for postgraduate students. We believe this will help to solve the issue of lecture theatre deficit. The second one has to do with we want to rejuvenate the research center. In the year 2021, we came out with this particular policy to help people to write their thesis with ease in order to help students to finish their thesis on time, but it's no more operational. So we as Team Ogidi intend to rejuvenate this research sentinel. And I remember during the time when I was the organizer, one task that was assigned to the research sentinel was to help in organization of faculty-based research analysis workshop, because we believe every faculty has its own way of presenting their research analysis. So it's the task of the Research Sentinel members to embark on this journey. And now what we as Team Ogidi want to add to this particular project is that before anyone presents his paper or maybe do his proposal defense or viva, this team will organize a mock viva or pre-proposal defense for them. Again, we also want to collaborate with SGS to establish Grasag UCC journal for easy publication of research papers by members. We understand currently students receive 5 gig data from MTN every month, and what we as Team Ogidi intend to do to secure additional and subsidized internet package for Grasag members, like what Nagrat is having now. We as Team Ogidi, we are ready to engage, and we've even started. We've engaged MTN and other telcos for us to get additional package to augment the 5 gig that we have. We shouldn't finish our thesis and then it remains on the shelves of the library. So we intend to link our research to industries, NGOs, ministries, and other relevant organizations. And this is one of the things we were able to do when I was the organizer. With the issue of IRB, per their standard operating procedure, every college is supposed to have a committee, but now it appears most of the colleges or faculties have not formed this committee, and we as Team Ogidi, we intend to champion the setting up of ethical review committee at the college or faculty level. And we know this ethical clearance issue is a two-way affair. One has to do with the students and the second has to do with the lecturers themselves. And we've started last semester, we organized a webinar on the step-by-step ethical clearance application. Then we, when given the nod, we intend to have several seminars, and then we have some for the lecturers as well. Finally, for more than decade, the bursary that we receive from the government has been 400 Ghana cedi for master students, then 700 for postgraduate PhD students. By the time you finish your thesis, the data alone that you use will be more than 400 or 700 Ghana cedi. And we intend to collaborate with our sister universities and then Grasag National to advocate for increment in the bursary. My vice will touch on the welfare and security.
Okay, so for welfare and security, we are looking at some thematic areas. For power issues at the Tvucc Trust Hall, in short term, we seek to lobby for the extension of the alumni plant to the Tvucc Trust Hall. And in longer term, we will advocate for the purchase of power and renovation of the plants that we have at the Tvucc Trust Hall. For accommodation facilities for our members, since most of the graduate students stays at the diaspora, we want to lobby for slots at the various traditional hall, especially for the SRC hall, since Grasag pays a quota to the SRC dues. As a form of graduate assistantship, we will lobby for the inclusion of graduate students in examination-related activities such as script checking and marking of script. With the persons of special needs, we will organize IT training and other related training for them aside the braille that they use. In terms of security, we will collaborate with SRC to rejuvenate the activities of the volunteer group, since 80% of graduate students stays at the diaspora and their security is very more important, especially during examination period. For international students, we want to organize a campus tour for them, since most of them come to school late and they don't know their whereabouts on campus. In relation to that, we want to collaborate with the International Relation Office to assist them with the residence permit registration and registration of the Ghana card, so that they can also get access to buy SIM card for their activities. These and many more are some of the things that Team Ogidi seeks to bring to help build the Grasag that we deserve. Thank you very much. When the time comes, 3rd July, kindly vote number 3, Team Ogidi, as the next Grasag presidency. Thank you.
All right, to touch on publicity and accountability, since we have our institutional emails, that's one way we are going to use to disseminate information in regards to scholarship, viva, seminars, webinars, and what have you. We're also going to embark on a project that we term as Grasag at your doorstep. The executives are not going to sit at the office for members to come to us, and we are ever ready to go to the people to know their issues and ensure that all these issues are addressed at the right time. We also wish to reactivate the Grasag Zoom account and the website, and then we will have a program we call Grasag on Radio at 80 FM. So listeners, it is said, and I quote, that the two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Being guided by these words, we believe that we are all accountable in realizing the full potential of our dear association Grasag UCC and our call to duty to see it grow among its equals. So we come to the good people of Grasag UCC to vote for Tvucc. We are number 3 on the ballot screen. Long live Grasag, long live UCC, long live Ghana. God bless us all. Thank you.
God bless you too for making time to join us.
Thank you, PDF.
Have a good night.
Same to you.
Good night.
Right. Together they form Team Ogidi, and of course it's made of Gideon Kwanzaa and Resta Amwanima Sapon, number 3 on the ballot, contesting for the position of Grasag president for the year 2023-2024. And people, this is where we end the reading of manifesto by students who aim to take leadership position among the graduate students of University of Cape Coast. I'm Louise Bakwen. You can call me the PDF. On the servers of Obi is here just before we go. Obi,
PDF. So we've heard from all of them. We see what comes up in the following weeks as the elections are pending. We wish all of them all the best. May the best person win. But there's this adage that usually elections are not won by probably the best candidate, as won by the one who is able to convince. So if I'm able to convince you well with my policies and you like it, you vote for me. I may not necessarily be the best in probably your own estimation. So we cross our fingers and then we hope to see what goes on in the impending week.
The graduate students had their face-to-face and the presidential debate yesterday. Face-to-face for the SRC local news comes off when?
Comes off tomorrow at Nana Jane Opoku Auditorium at 10 a.m. and we'll be streaming live on TV UCC. So just subscribe, hit the notification button so that when we go live, you're the first person to get a notification, and then you can watch. And of course, share or drop your comments in the comment section. I mean, let's feel the vibe. Even if you are not at the Nana Jane Opoku Auditorium, at least you can also be part of the conversation and of making or choosing your own leadership through your comments as well.
And of course, you have to remember to always be decent in our right house.
Exactly.
Are you greeting Becca tonight or Becky?
I'm greeting all our cherished listeners and all our viewers who have followed us through the entire process, from the vetting stage right down to the election declaration. You know, it's the first time TVCC gave a coverage to the election declaration. It's never been done. We've set the pace. Other universities can copy us. We've done it. So, I mean, had it not been our lovely viewers on YouTube, I mean, the motivation wouldn't have been that much. So it's a plus for all our cherished viewers and our listeners too on ETL FM 100.5 megahertz.
A song request?
A song request? Unless Fiku, because I like added them. Fiku, my watching Bianca.
And who would that what go to?
I watch Inchina.
He is on the Silvers of Bovi, and of course, I'm Louise Bakwen. You can call me the PDF. This is where I would say goodbye to you, DJ Akom. We'll be taking the seat to keep you company with good non-stop music radio on ATL FM 100.5. Many thanks to the production team. Atuke has been behind the streaming, and of course, Fred. Many thanks. He has also been behind one of the cameras. Mr. Nketia, Anita Delight, Fiku Darling, Kofi Kunadu, executive producer, and of course, we cannot be less appreciative to Alaji Adam. He has been monitoring things from afar. Barrister Daniels, how are you doing, Barrister? Thank you. Hetty, we love you so much. So thank you so much. And of course to General Manager, Mr. Kobenanchi Kunedu, thank you for the package and the surprise. We love you so much, you know that. We would also give you a package. This one would come from Obobi. When you say for Obobi, he will be the one behind the package that will go to General Manager, Mr. Kobenanchi Kunedu. I'm Louise Bequin. Call me the PDF. And of course, I wouldn't hesitate to shake hands with you until we do meet again. It is bye-bye for now. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of our programs. We are